I'm Faye. I'm a second year, coming on to third year PhD student now, based in the Department of Health Data Science. And some of my top three things about the MSc, the first one is the people. The people that I've met on the course, both staff and students, are all amazing. They're all friendly, they're lovely. I've made some friends for life on the master's course, and the department is so welcoming. Like, you feel like a strong sense of belonging in a department. Everyone is just so nice, and yeah, I think that's the top thing for me, is the people. The second best thing is the learning environment. So I found that no question was a dumb question, and you're able to ask for help at any time, which for me was a big thing. I'm not great at asking for help, or I haven't been great at asking for help in the past. But I think, it was just such like a nice and friendly environment that, you didn't feel embarrassed about putting your hand up or asking for help, whether that be it during a lecture or at the end of a lecture. I was nervous due to my background not being fully mathsy, that I would really struggle with some concepts, but the learning environment is calm, and the lectures, you're guided through like all the way through. So even if like you're not that confident that, oh, I'm not the best mathematician in the world or statistician in the world, you still, there's a place for you on the MSc. And lastly, the location. So Liverpool is a lovely, welcoming city. We have a really vibrant community here. You'll really enjoy your time in Liverpool, regardless if you're a Liverpool football supporter, if you're a fan of the Beatles or not, or if you like music, or if you don't like music. The city is amazing, and it's a reason why I've been here so long. I did my undergraduate at Liverpool before my master's, and now I'm doing my PhD here. So I've been here for a good 6 or 7 years now, and it really is like my new home. It's I can't imagine moving back. So yeah, those are my top three things. I hope I haven't waffled too much.
So my name is Temi Tokwe Falami. I'm from Nigeria, and I was part of the 2022-2023 cohorts in the Health Data Science program. So what are my top three things that I like about the program? I think that number one will be, something related to the interdisciplinary approach to the program. So the design of the program is conscious of the fact that the cohort is always representative of several disciplines, like Laura's mentioned several times. And so this interdisciplinary focus, sort of enables you to develop a comprehensive understanding of the life science, and, prepares you to apply data science, in the life science for a career that is rapidly evolving, in that space. And then the second thing, still something related to the approach of the program too, and then I would say is the curriculum. In my opinion, I think that the curriculum is good. No, not good. It's great, and it's all encompassing enough for a 1-year program. And then, to be fair, I don't have a lot to say about this. I'll just say that I have friends, not just friends now, myself. I've seen like very fanciful things in other schools' curriculum from other universities that I'm not going to mention now. But eventually I picked Liverpool. And then I kept in contact with my friends that are on these other programs. And then I found that I eventually didn't miss anything. And even in some few cases, I'm thankful that I didn't pick those schools, in spite of the fanciful things that you have on their curriculum. So I think that you don't see fanciful things. You probably don't see fanciful things at the, like at the high level. But when you get into the course, you find a lot of these fanciful things in the program. And then, I was 2 cohorts away, and then the curriculum keeps getting iteratively improved upon. So I can only imagine that I would be envious of the current cohorts when I see what they're going to be, trained on. And finally, I would say the faculties are great and helpful people. They're always ready to help. Given my background, my undergraduate in Nigeria, I know that faculties don't really usually really helpful sometimes. I mean, they have their life going on for them, so they want to help, but they're not, they're incapacitated, but not this time. Even sometimes when you require help from a module lead or somebody else in areas that are not their core area of expertise, or maybe something they're working on currently, you see them put the extra effort to help you to find this information, and they send it to you through email and stuff like that. So they're really always very helpful. And also you see opportunities always just being shared by the faculties, by everybody, internship opportunities, job opportunities, PhD opportunities. That was how I got my job. I was just sitting down in the class, and then the email came in, and then I applied, and I got my job, which I've now been working on now for a year as a research associate on a blood cancer project in the department. So yeah, so there's just a lot of good stuff. Unfortunately, I can only talk about 3 of them. So yeah, we're expecting you in Liverpool in September. Please sign up, sign up, sign up. Thank you, Laura.
Okay, yeah, so I absolutely love this course, and I could probably give you 10 plus reasons why I love it, but I'll try and cover some stuff that hasn't come up already. Although just before that, cannot emphasize enough, really, really friendly cohort and really, really approachable staff. That's the one thing I have to emphasize the most. Anyway, so yeah, I came from a maths background, and when I went into maths, I was fairly set on going into sort of finance or insurance, something like that. And then when I was actually doing the relevant modules on my maths degree for those kinds of fields, I was actually finding the work kind of boring. But there was a module at the end of the maths degree called medical statistics, which was taught at this uni as well. And I absolutely loved it. So I was straight into this MSc afterwards. I couldn't wait to get started, and it has not disappointed. So as a part-time student, the very first semester of the first year, it was the 501 and the 502 modules. And those 2 modules are fantastic because they equip you with those absolutely essential skills that you need to do every other module in the MSc and any field of work that you go into afterwards. So the 501 module especially, it was great for kind of expanding my critical thinking skills, critical appraisal skills, that kind of thing. There's a nice assignment at the end of that module where you critically appraise a paper using all of the skills that you've learned. And also communication, that's another really essential skill they will need in any career, and there are communication workshops on this course which I've really enjoyed as well. Liverpool, another thing is Liverpool is a great city to live in anyway, but for this kind of field it's fantastic because we have so many facilities here. We have a clinical trial center. I think we have 4 hospitals, possibly more, I think 4 though. So employability here is great as well. If you're thinking about employability, doing your degree at Liverpool is a really good idea if you're going into this field, and that's a big thing for me as well. And also the university has a big emphasis on employability in all of their courses. There's skill, I think it's employability work center, something like that, which the university has, which is great. And then one more thing, I'd probably say the number of different routes that you can go down with this course within kind of the course itself. So you do your kind of your essential modules first, your core modules, but then there are all these different optional modules, and there are all of these different aspects of health data science that you might choose to kind of specialize in, whether it be epidemiology, clinical trials. I went into prediction modeling. I absolutely love it. So now I'm going down that field work-wise. But just the sheer number of kind of different disciplines within the field that you're exposed to, you can decide, maybe you want to decide it based on what you want to do as a career, but even if not, it's still great because you can just choose whatever you find the most interesting, and there's guaranteed to be one which you find really interesting, if not more. So yeah, that's what I'll say on that.